Good afternoon, I'm Christopher Ludwig here in Chennai at the Automotive Logistics India Conference with Ramesh Kumar, our Indian correspondent as well as editor for Logistics Times. Ramesh, you've just come back from what I said to be a 3,000-kilometer trek on a car carrier across India. Can you tell us a little bit about what this trip was and why you started?
So luckily I covered, thanks to Mercurio Polio and, Mercurio Polio and, of course, you, agreeing to this proposal. I traveled from Chennai to Gurgaon, close to Delhi, a kilometer of 2,800 kilometers, crossing 7 states with, Hyundai Motors, Santro, i10 cars, 8 cars. The total tonnage was around 22.8 tons. We crossed 7 states and, 40 toll gates and, almost, 7 to 8, 7 states, which basically means exit, entry, and a lot of corruption which I witnessed, and a lot of, highway, hooliganism. I met the victims of, how, hijacked, the driver has been hijacked, and his, fingers being broken, and subsequently he was relieved. All those things came about. It's around 10:30, 11 in the night. We are crossing Pune highway. Middle of the 10:30 in the night. It is raining. Suddenly the truck halted in the middle of the road, and the traffic is zoop, zoop, zoop passing. And we simply have no idea how we are going to, sort it out. Then luckily, the driver really, made some minor changes. Without light, can you believe it's raining, dark in the night, highway. The guy drove 4 to 5 kilometers on the road, and to take it to service lane. And we were stranded in Pune for 2 days. All the OEMs as well as the logistics supply, service providers should come together and also create, a rest and recreation room for the drivers, because they are the pivotal. So you may have, the vision. You may have the vision, you have the money, you may have the material, fleet, all those kind of a thing. But unless there is somebody, an illiterate driver, unless there is a driver at the steering wheel, all your dreams and investment, everything is gone for a kaput. My wake-up call to the industry, so please do something to the driving community. And don't forget the fact, today we are at 2 million cars we make. In another, by 2015-16, we are talking about 5 million cars. And even assuming that 25% of the finished vehicles move on the rail, the 78% is humongous. Okay, and the industry is talking about a massive shortage of drivers. There are more trucks and trailers than the demand supply mismatch is there. So if the existing drivers do not want their children to get this thing, you are doomed. Okay, the industry is heading for a trouble unless there is corrective measures are taken to make the drivers much more easy. That's the only simple message which I want to tell the world.
It's a human interest story that cuts right to the heart of the industry. Well, we've got a fantastic presentation that you've given at the conference, which we'll be seeing. The next issue of Finished Vehicle Logistics, January-March, has a 6-page spread with all the travel diaries of the journey. So there's a lot to take away from this. Ramesh, thanks very much.
Thanks, Greg.